October's been stacked with BLs, magic, murder, reincarnation, and at least one accidental body swap. It's chaotic, emotional, and surprisingly romantic considering how many people keep getting cursed. So here's your mid-month recap of, well, I guess it's kind of late-month recap of everything we've gotten and still have yet to get in October. I've been busy researching, editing, and maybe buying 3 pairs of pajamas because these are the few months I look forward to every year where it's completely acceptable to just stay in PJs and binge cozy shows all day. Some end up giving me depression, but nothing a cup of coffee can't keep at bay. We've got 19 BLs to talk about, and actually I think there's even more out there this month, but we'll stick to these 19. Also, since it's the end of the month, you'll be able to get into most of these right away without waiting around for the air date. If you're new here, hey, I'm Blush. I talk about all things BL, the hits, the misses, and the unhinged moments in between. If you're not new here, hi again. Thanks for not unsubscribing while I was lost in editing purgatory. I've been finding myself using my VPN way more recently. Like my sister and I wanted to watch Supernatural for spooky season. I know, not BL related. Well, I mean, I guess the fanfics would say otherwise. And of course, it wasn't on my Netflix, but I quickly changed my internet's location to the US and behold, Sam and Dean all day. A VPN is a must if you're an avid Asian drama watcher. Seriously, it's so useful just being able to change your internet's location to wherever you need it to be. Anyways, I'll leave the link and the deal in the pinned comment. October 1st brought us Japanese BL, delivering delicious divorces. Thanks to everyone for uploading TikToks because I couldn't find a trailer anywhere. The series follows a lawyer and detective who are not only life partners but also a rare power couple in the legal/justice world. They run a unique practice specializing in divorce consultation and litigation for people betrayed by their spouses. Since their lives are intertwined professionally and romantically, though legally they can't marry, their own relationship is under constant tension. As they help their clients untangle love's mess, cracks in their own bond are tested. Doubts about trust, sacrifice, and identity creep in. You can find this one on TV Air, which I believe requires your VPN to be set to Japan, but hopefully you can just find the subbed versions somewhere. October 1st, but October 2nd for international viewers, we got at 2500 in Akasaka Season 2. We hardly ever get Season 2s, but Japan has been steadily changing that. After the events of Season 1, model/actor Hayama Asami and up-and-coming actor Shirasaki Yuki have officially become a couple. But trouble brews. An incident occurs that threatens to shake the foundation of their relationship. Their love is tested by rumors, misunderstandings, and emotional distance. They try to balance their public and private lives, juggling busy work schedules, the pressures of the entertainment industry, and their own emotional insecurities. This synopsis reminds me a lot of Dakaichi, which is what Top Form was based off of. So if you like that, definitely check this out. This one also came out on TV Air, but thankfully, Gago Lala also picked it up. Unfortunately, the For Destiny series are not doing too hot so far. Last month we were given The Last Night, and so far this month we've got Red Moon and Wine. This is basically an anthology series from the platform View, produced by View Thailand. And I mean, the platform is free, so I still appreciate them attempting to make originals, and BLs at that. We still have 2 more series to get through, so they could end up being worth a watch. This month's segment starts when a man enters a cursed hotel tied to a vow beneath the red moon. Vengeance, immortality, and love intertwine in a battle against destiny. Yeah, that's all I could really find on the plot. View, the platform itself, is worth checking out though. It's free, and if you already have a VPN, just set your country to one of these and you're good to go. And from what I recall, they also have a good amount of subtitle languages to choose from. South Korea also joining the October 2nd release party with The Story of Byung. I actually am watching this and I love it, it's adorable. The series is based on a traditional Korean folktale of Byung, the Goblin King, a powerful spirit known for governing the boundary between the human world and the world of spirits. There has been a lot of media made around this tale. In this adaptation, Byung is reimagined as a reclusive, immortal being who hides among humans, quietly managing supernatural affairs to maintain balance between the 2 realms. Everything changes when he encounters Gombok, a troubled, aspiring actor who begins seeing otherworldly creatures after a near-death experience. Goblin from 2016 was a pretty popular mainstream K-drama series, And basically everyone was shipping the Goblin and Grim Reaper the entire time, even though the Goblin and this high school girl were love interests. So I guess by changing the main female lead to a guy is close enough. And like I said, Goblin was as mainstream as K-dramas get. Huge production, massive general audience, popular actors. So most of its viewers weren't BL fans at all, but honestly, I hope some of them find their way to this show. It's basically the version they were half manifesting back in 2016 anyways. But also, I didn't even know about BL back then, so perhaps many of those viewers have also become BL fans along the way. Actually, funny enough, Lee Dong-woo was always in bromance type shows, and I've watched quite a few of them, which ultimately led me to Korean BL, and then I discovered what the hell Thailand had been up to, and well, here we are. My part-time job has become yelling about BL on the internet. Not mad about it. Okay, sorry for that detour. Next we have, on October 3rd, Vietnam brought us My Little Ghost, set in a quiet university town in Hanoi. My Little Ghost tells the story of a soft-spoken architecture student who rents a cheap old apartment near campus, only to find out it's already occupied by a ghost. That ghost is a young man who died under mysterious circumstances years earlier. He can't remember much about his death or life before it, but he's tied to the apartment by unfinished business. There's a name scratched into the walls of the apartment, and a love letter he never got to deliver. Each episode unravels pieces while deepening their emotional bond. Find this one on Q Plus TV's YouTube channel. On October 8th, we got The Cursed Love from Thailand, and this one is available on YouTube. Siwat, a young model and billionaire cursed with uncontrollable fire powers, is desperate to be normal again. His flames are tied to his heartbeat, and every surge of emotion risks burning everything he loves. His only hope lies in finding the heart of divine magic, a relic hidden deep within the lost city of Trombalinga. Nope, I did not say that right. Tombralinga. Anyways, but guarding those ruins is Kun Kao, a stoic mountain rescuer with the power to command wind and zero patience for Siwat's chaos. Their collision ignites a battle of elements and egos, but the deeper they dig, the clearer it becomes. Some curses aren't meant to be broken. Only understood. October 9th got cigarettes, fashion projects, and one too many people in love. Basically, art school fever dream energy, Punk's Triangle follows Chiaki, a design student at an art university who's all attitude, ripped jeans, and creative burnout. He's the kind of guy who rolls his eyes at aesthetics, but still obsesses over the perfect shade of black. Then there's Ai, a model with effortless confidence and a reputation for being unapproachable, until Chiaki gets assigned to design clothes for him in a fashion project. What starts as creative collaboration quickly becomes charged with something else. To make things messier, Chiaki's classmate Inaga, his reliable but painfully observant friend, quietly catches feelings too. And cue the triangle. Catch this one on Gaga Ulala. I've seen this one called Chosen Home and Our Home, and I don't know if I'd really put this under BL, but because it features a gay male lead and romantic themes, the BL fandom's already circling it. Clumsy sweetheart Genichi falls for Saku, a calm, young teacher who swears he's done with love. Genichi's response? Cool, then let's buy a house together under both our names. That way, breaking up will be a nightmare. Before they can unpack that, a 15-year-old girl shows up waving 30 million yen, asking them to pretend to be her parents for 6 months. So now it's fake family, real feelings, and maximum domestic chaos. Catch this one on October 12th. Once best friends, Ice and Saint reunite at university after a brutal fallout. Ice dropped out to pay his father's debt by taking part in adult content, and Saint, the one person who knew everything, never reached out. Now fate throws them together again, mentoring the same film project and starring opposite each other. Every line they rehearse feels like an apology they never gave. Every glance something they're still too scared to say. It's tender, messy, and painfully human. The kind of love story that never really ends, it just changes shape. Fun fact, the director also directed Jack and Joker, Knockout, and I Feel You Linger in the Air, and I feel like it's gonna be a good one. Catch The Love Never Sets on iQIYI starting October 14th. I believe all the remaining installments of the For Destiny project will air this month. The third one on In Heart, which will be coming October 16th, and I haven't found a synopsis yet. If I do, I'll put it up on the screen. Shaking things up on the 17th with a WeTV and Domundi collab series, Me and Who follows an unlucky guy who dies and wakes up in the body of a billionaire, engaged to a gorgeous aristocrat mind reader. Their relationship starts as a fake marriage, but it quickly spirals into psychic bickering, power games, and a dangerously real connection. The series leads Big and Park also starred in Monster Next Door, and of course, catch this one on WeTV. Okay, Obviously, we're not done with October yet. No, not before we have a Chinese BL. And this one is co-produced with Thailand. Pluto Charan is dropping October 19th. Picture this, two souls drawn together by cosmic fate. Chen Shi and Young Yu in a story that treats their love like gravity. The promos lean heavy into metaphors like Pluto, Charan, stars, orbits, like love and distance are all celestial crimes. This one will be on M-Flow's YouTube channel. Japan is honestly on a roll this month. He's just a quiet high schooler. No friends, no scene, until the class trip's group draw throws him into a table with the campus's top 4 handsome guys known as the 4 Heavenly Kings. He doesn't belong. They don't like him, but one popular upperclassman starts watching him a little too closely. Jealousy, awkward glances, protective actions, and that sweet sting of someone paying attention to you even when you don't ask. It's not officially an adaptation, but hear me out. For those of you who watched Boys Over Flowers or the Thai remake F4 Thailand, does it not sort of sound like the BL version of that? Admit it, we've all thought it would make a great BL, especially after Thailand's remake with these 4. Everyone was shipping everyone. It was insane. Anyways, as suspected, Gagulala picked this up for October 19th since a lot of the Fuji TV on-demand stuff usually comes its way. Y'all, this one was announced back in 2022. Thailand brings us Mystique in the Mirror on October 22nd. Just enough spooky vibes in time for Halloween. Alan is an ordinary young man dealing with memory issues until things take a hard left. Every time he looks into a mirror, he sees the ghost of an old man staring back at him. His dad insists that it's all in his head and sends him to a psychiatric hospital. That's where Alan meets Darwin, the boy in the room next door. Quiet, grounded, and the only person who doesn't treat him like he's crazy. As their bond deepens, Alan starts to question everything he's been told. If these visions aren't hallucinations, then something or someone is haunting him. And when Alan uncovers a document proving his father's been dead for years, the truth spirals into something darker. The ghost isn't random, and his missing memories might be the key to why it's attached to him. You can find this one on Aishii. The Secret of Seer shows up October 20th on YouTube, and then the uncut version will be on View. When a 26-year-old fortune teller cursed with bad luck has 1 year to save himself, and the only way to do that is by finding someone with strong spiritual power. Enter Plang, a ghost show host who doesn't even believe in ghosts. When a skeptic and a seer get forced into each other's orbit, logic and superstition start throwing hands. Every reading, every haunting, every unexplainable moment tests where science ends and faith begins. And somewhere in the chaos, something that looks suspiciously like love starts to form. I mean, we love a good enemies to lovers here. A lot of people in the comments are saying this one gives them My Magic Prophecy vibes. And yeah, fair. Any show with magic's gonna have that same setup. The cynical guy who refuses to believe in anything he can't explain, and then the happy-go-lucky one that says something like you just have to open your heart. GMMTV is joining the party on October 26th with Head to Head. People loved C and Key in their first cozy feel-good series, Only Boo, so I know the anticipation to see them again is high. Jay, who's always trading insults with his rival/friend, Jin, suddenly foresees Jin's death and then winds up in a crash himself. Forced into recovery under Jin's care, every moment feels like electric tension. Their animosity was always close to affection. Now Jay realizes he might not be able to live without Jin. It's rivals to lovers meets supernatural visions made by GMMTV with C and Keen leading the charge. Japan over here with an entire buffet for us. October 29th brings us Therapy Game, which is actually based on a spin-off of Secret XXX. Minato, a proud but emotionally messy guy with a serious brother complex, meets Shizuma, a gentle vet student nursing heartbreak at a bar. After one too many drinks, Minato falls for Shizuma's calm, affectionate vibe, and they spend the night together. But when morning hits, Shizuma remembers nothing. Humiliated and kinda pissed, Minato makes a bet with the bar staff that he'll make Shizuma fall in love with him just to prove a point. But of course, the real joke's on him, because the more he tries to manipulate Shizuma's feelings, the deeper he falls himself. Revenge love, anyone? This is a story about pride, vulnerability, and the stupid ways we test people just to see if they'll stay. Basically, enemies to lovers meets emotional self-sabotage, and it's about to ruin everyone's night in HD. Okay, the 4th installment of 4 Destiny Project has a pretty cool name, Blood Fighters. In a world where love can bleed and past secrets punch harder than any blow, 2 fighters must survive more than the ring. They have to survive their history. Don't know much else about this one. Again, these are on view, and this one comes out October 30th. Pooh and Pavel bring us our Halloween finale with Goddess Bless You from Death. And so far from the comments, people love the trailer. Tup, an orphan cursed with hypersensitive senses, gets pulled into a murder investigation that spans decades. Partnered with Singha, a level-headed investigator who rolls his eyes at anything supernatural, he finds himself neck-deep in a case that defies logic. Every 5 years, new victims are lured into temples by faith, only to be sacrificed in a ritual meant to cheat death itself. To uncover the truth, Tup and Singha have to combine forensic science with forbidden sorcery, battling threats both human and not. And somewhere between chasing killers and dodging curses, the lines between allies and something more starts to blur. It's dark, gripping, and weirdly intimate. The perfect Halloween closer where reason meets the impossible. Catch this one on Ishi. Alright, let me know which series you guys are watching right now and which ones you think are going to emotionally destroy us the most. Personally, I've been looking forward to all of the Japanese BLs coming our way, and I can't wait to binge the ones coming out this month, like Therapy Game and the one with the really long name about the group project and the 4 guys that are supposed to be handsome. What am I even going on about? Much needed after the whole JBL drought this year. Currently, Journey to Kill You airing right now. It has me in a chokehold. Ugh, it needs to be longer. Anyways, catch you in the next one, besties. Bye!